our live feed. So, again, from time to time, we get questions about breathalyzers, about impaired driving, and about the laws governing impairment. And so, it makes sense for us to have this live feed every Thursday at 12:30 p.m., especially now during the shutdown when we have time, where we can add more value to the experience of you being with us, and where we can be of better service to you, our beloved members and friends, and answer some of those questions. So, last week we covered the 3 possible readings from a police breathalyzer roadside test and the consequences that may result from the 3 separate readings. And this week we will cover the rules for commercial drivers and address a recent question about our windshield decals that we received from a new client. So let's jump into it. For commercial drivers, as of July 1st, 2018, drivers of vehicles requiring an A to F license, class license, vehicles requiring a CVOR, which is a commercial vehicle operator's registration, and road building machines are prohibited from having any presence of alcohol in their blood when behind the wheel of those types of vehicles. Now, these drivers are also prohibited from having any presence of cannabis in their system, as well as any other drugs that can be detected by, of course, an approved drug screening equipment. Now, again, if the police determine that you have the presence of cannabis or alcohol in your system, and or that you may be impaired by any substance, legal or illegal, prescription drugs, over the counter or not, you will face severe consequences and potential criminal charges. Okay, so since we mentioned cannabis, as a bonus, let me mention this. If a police officer is satisfied that you are legally authorized to use cannabis for medical purposes, you will not be subject to Ontario's zero tolerance drug requirements for young, novice, and commercial drivers, which we covered about 3 weeks ago. Now, however, you can still face penalties. This is not a free-for-all, okay? If the police determines that your ability to drive has been impaired. So, even if you have been authorized to use cannabis or any other drug by any healthcare professional, it is our responsibility to ensure that we are not impaired before we head behind that wheel while driving, okay? So, next question. I was asked by a new customer if having or decals, these, means that they're less likely to be pulled over or flagged down by the ride program or by a police officer. No. The answer is absolutely no. I wish that were true. But having our decal, it just identifies you as belonging to our safe driving tribe. And it may indicate to other road users that, you care about being socially responsible. It does not give you a pass from being pulled over by ride programs or for the police, okay? So please don't think that. But it was a nice question. And I thank you for supporting us through your purchases. I really do. There are no shortcuts at all to safe driving, folks. Anything worthwhile, really, there are no shortcuts, right? But especially when it comes to safety, cutting corners will just put you in a terrible position, really. So, in regards to being an informed and prepared driver, nothing replaces time, having a plan, and a part of that plan will be arming yourself with one of our breathalyzers and taking full responsibility of your own BRAC. Okay? So, today we covered what the rules for commercial drivers are, and as a bonus, we covered a bit about the cannabis users. And we cleared up a question we received about our decals. And hey, listen, it was not a stupid question, okay? If she had that question, other people may have that question too. So it's good to just nip that in the bud. So thanks for hanging out with me again today. Be sure to tune in tomorrow morning for our Friday Fun Facts at 11:30 a.m. where we arm you with fun facts about alcohol consumption before you head into the weekend. Guys, share the roads, please. give blood when you can, and support your local businesses. Thank you for your support also. And thanks for sharing your time with me. Thanks a lot for the questions and feedback. I'm really excited about this. I like them and I like talking to you, and I have a lot of content for you for the weeks to come. So let's continue the conversation, shall we? Please also remember our golden rule: when you feel different, you drive different. Drive sober.